This week on Sundays with Sully, we are checking out the latest from Garmin Audio and their new marine source head unit. Let's go check it out. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Sundays with Sully. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you haven't done so, or if you're new to the channel, hell, why don't you go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button down below on YouTube at Navtronics. Follow us on Instagram, and we've got a whole bunch of content coming for you guys. All right, the shameless plugs out of the way. What are we talking about this week, guys? This week, we are talking about the latest from Garmin Audio, aka Fusion. Now, they've all kind of fallen under that same umbrella, so it's a little bit of a tongue twister for me, guys. I want to call this a Fusion Audio. This is going Fusion Audio under Garmin, which is also Garmin Marine, which is also Garmin Audio. Garmin Audio is JL. Garmin Audio is Clarion. Garmin Audio is also Fusion. So, if I mix it up throughout this video, guys, I'm going to apologize right here for you. So, what do we got right here? We have the RA800 unit. This is not replacing the 770, I am told. This is a step above the 770 head unit. And the biggest thing this thing is bringing to the party is lossless audio. So let's go ahead, let's get this opened up. Let's talk a little bit about lossless audio. If you don't know, I'm not going to go take a deep dork dive into it, but I am going to give you a little bit of a heads up. If you're talking about audio, the common reference for the longest time was CD quality sound. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I haven't listened to a CD in, hell, at least a decade, maybe longer. But CDs were a 16-bit 44.1 kilohertz. That was their rate. Great audio sound. We can all agree for the longest time that was great. Now, with lossless audio, we can now go to, put this down here, a 24-bit 96 kilohertz. So a much faster refresh rate. You're going to get a lot more sounds out of it, and it's going to just be a better auditory experience for you. So if that's your jam, if that's your thing, this is the head unit for you guys. So really great. If you took this and paired this with the JL MVI amps, those are the digital amps you can dial in with the laptop and get just spot on perfect, this is going to be a phenomenal combination. But even if you don't have that, this new head unit itself has twice the output power of that 770. So if you just want to use the two channels with the built-in amp on this, it has doubled the power output. So you're going to get a lot more power out of this as well. It still has the ability to do 4 zones total. So we can do 2 zones with the speakers, or we can do 2 zone speakers, and then we can do 4 zones with the amps. You really want to get crazy. Doesn't mean you have 6 zones. It just means you've taken 2 speakers, and then you can do maybe 2 off the amps and have it in the same zone. Again, not going to go off into the weeds on how to set up a stereo here. We've got other episodes about that. All right. So what do we get when we buy the stereo? Obviously, we're going to get the head unit here. We're going to get a NEMA cable because we want to be able to network this thing in. And we're going to get our familiar wiring harnesses. I'm going to get to why I say these are familiar here in a second. Let's talk about this head unit a little bit more. So take a look at it here. Very familiar. Not powered up yet. We're going to put it in our display and we'll play with it a little bit more. But this is a brighter display, I'm told. And the knob right here has changed a little bit. But form factor wise, guys, this is doing something unheard of in the marine industry probably in the last 15 or 20 years. This fits the exact same cutout as the 770. So if you are looking to upgrade this unit into this unit out of a 770, you don't have to cut a new hole. You don't have to make a bezel. We're not making adapters. This hopefully is leading the way for some other marine technology where we can keep using the same cutout. Speaking along those lines, I said these harnesses are familiar. These harnesses right here, they are all the same. You pull out a 770, you unplug these, they plug right into the back in the same spot. So no wire change-ups needed. This is a simple drop-in procedure. 4 screws, wiring harness. We've got our antenna plug right here. We've got our NEMA cable right here. Now what you're going to notice is on this part, we have this blue one right here. That is our BlueNet. So now we are working on the BlueNet, which is a much faster network. So we can go ahead and network this in and make things like Party Bus and a lot of these other things happen a lot quicker and sharing across the network. Then beside this here, you can see, let me make sure I got it in the right spot. Right here, we no longer have the optical in. We now have an HDMI in. A little bit bigger cable, but I think this is going to be a much better solution. Optical cables have been giving us fits for years on certain installs, and this takes care of that problem for us. Then right beside it right there is the micro USB-C port right there. So if you need to run that in, you can plug that in there. So this thing is packing a lot of stuff, guys. I just wanted to show it to you. We got it here. I'd give you an audio test of it, but it's YouTube. They're going to knock me on the audio, and you're not going to be able to hear it. And you're probably listening on your phone or your TV or whatever it is, so you're not going to get a true comparison of what that sound quality is on this. So we're going to be installing these in all of our showrooms here over the next couple of months, so you can come by one of our, I don't know, 5 or 6 locations up here in New England, and you can hear this for yourself and experience it, along with all the other stuff we've got in our showroom displays. So that's it. That is this week's Sundays with Sully. Hopefully you found it informative. Maybe you got some questions about this or a previous episode. Leave it down below in the comments. You hung around this long, you're probably liking the content, like I say, so why don't you go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button down below. It doesn't cost you a penny, helps us out a ton, and make sure to share it with your friends, and we will see you guys again next week. I've got a lot of cool stuff coming down the line between projects wrapping up, projects in the midway cycle. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, the new Quantix 8 watch to test out. We've still got some stuff from KVH as well, so give us a follow, guys. We'll keep you guys entertained. We'll be back on most Sundays, 10 a.m. We'll see you then.